morning, guys. Hope everybody is having a great weekend. It is the 5th of September. Early morning on the East Coast. We're going to take a look at Aabb Broadband, ticker symbol AABB. It's been about 3 weeks since I did the last video on this stock and got some requests recently as this thing has started to make some moves to the upside. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the moon cycles. Those were not for this video. And we're going to take a zoom in here and see what's going on, share some of my thoughts here. So taking a zoom in here. So a quick recap on the last video about 3 weeks ago. We were sitting right in here, and I had a couple scenarios that I was thinking might play out. We were either gonna rally, which we ended up doing looking back, but we dumped first pretty hard. And there's times in the market where you'll see a major high or low get taken out. Usually that is where a lot of stops in the market are, and then the market will actually move in the opposite direction, and that's what took place. So if we run that scenario real quick, and I'll show you, let me just clean this up. So there was a major low right here for Aabb Broadband. That low was, let's see, 5 cents. So what they did is they pushed the market down to basically 4.5 cents, which undercut a major low, probably ran a ton of stops. People had their stops either at or below that major low, and then they pushed the market exactly in the opposite direction. And taking a look back real quick to show you what I'm saying about this and give you another example, let me just clean this up, is right here we had a major low of, looks like 6 cents. And what they did right here was they pushed the market below that low down to 5 cents. So we undercut the 6. And what did they do? They rallied the market much, much higher in the opposite direction. So anyways, that is what took place recently in Aabb Broadband. And let me just clean this up, and then we'll get back to some of my thoughts moving forward here. So obviously we have rallied quite a bit. A couple things to keep your eye on is this high right here, which would be a high of, looks like 849.0849, so 8.5 cents. And our most recent candle, which was probably on Friday, was, let's see here, 0813, so 8 cents. So we'll see if something like this plays out, where you have a major high here, dump, rally, lower high, and then continue the trend lower. So let's say that scenario plays out. Rally, lower high, and then the trend continues lower. That's scenario number one. Scenario number two is we actually get a strong breakout above this high. So above the high on the 18th of July, that is 8.5 cents. So that would put us up, breaking out higher. Don't know what's going to happen, but that's definitely two scenarios. On the upside of this chart, we have some price levels from 3 weeks ago. So 3 weeks ago, where my arrow is pointing right here, is at 0.993. Almost 10 cents. So 0.993 is a price target based on a prior pullback on the chart. So that's still in play. So if we do get a breakout above the high on the 18th of July, 993 could be an area. You can look at it as a target one area for the price to get to, and then, potentially find some resistance and either pull back or trade sideways. But it's basically a target 993. And then more recent price levels, since the price did pull back further before rallying, we have some new price levels above the market. And this is also based on prior price action from this stock. So we have 10.46 right up here. That's 10 cents, 10.46. And then we have another level above that, 11.19. So 11 cents based on a prior pullback in the stock. And our assumption is, the stock moving higher, and these are our upper targets. And then we also have a much, much higher price target up there at 23.05. So 23 cents right up here based on some even longer term price action of the chart. So, this thing is pretty extended. So taking it off the bottom, let's see here, 73% off the bottom. And then from our video spot, which was right around here, 37%. So if we saw some kind of a pullback before moving higher, that would be pretty normal in my opinion. But this thing is off to the races and pretty strong. So you might just get that blast higher right past that high in July, right up to that 993 cent area. Either scenario could play out. Who knows? What would that be? So from current price to our 993 would be roughly another 25% move higher. So there's some big percentages getting traded here on this stock. So what are the takeaways? Well, you're either in this stock already or you're looking to get in this stock. And either scenario plays out similar, whereas if I was in this stock, which I'm not, I would be looking for 993 as another target to the upside. So if the price was, from where it's at now up to 993, and I was already long, perhaps I would lighten up my position, take some profits up in there if you're looking to trade this. If I wasn't in this stock, I'd be looking to buy a breakout when we break above this high over here on 849, buying strength, and then probably locking in profits up there at 993. And that would be good for this high was 5 cents, I believe. So let's see, or no, that was a different stock there. Let me get back to, what was this high over here? 849. So 849, we'll call it 849. That was not it. Let's see here. This high. Oh, this high is 849. So basically right there, 849 to our first 993 level, we'll call that, would be good for a 17, 18% move, give or take. So that's another thing you could consider, is buying that breakout and then taking your profits at 993. Good, that would be good for 16, 17, 18%, depending on when you get in. And if you're extremely bullish on this, like I said, we have upper price targets at 10 cents, 11 cents, 23 cents, and I could even come up with higher price targets based on longer term price action on this chart. But unless we start trading up in this range, it's not really worth listing those on the chart. So from a visual standpoint, it looks a little bit overextended. Maybe we get a pullback, but you got to be careful because stocks usually tend to go much further in either direction than people think. So that's both to the downside and both to the upside. And you can see it right here is, my last video, I said, the odds of the market rallying here are pretty strong. And they did the exact opposite, is they undercut a major low and then they rallied it. So they get everybody's hopes, they kill everybody's hopes and dreams, and then they move it in the direction that they all originally thought. So we'll see what happens here. It's tough to fade these super strong moves, but like I said, if you're already in this thing from down in here, it's, you're obviously doing pretty well and you'll enjoy the ride here. Watch out for a double top here though. A possibility, and then you could also watch out for a break higher. So main takeaways are these upper price levels. That's what I'd be watching for as the price, if the price does continue higher. If the price starts to turn around and go lower, I have lower targets as well, but I didn't list them on the chart. So that is my thoughts, not financial advice on Asia Broadband. My recommendation would be, if you're long this stock, would be to put these 993, 1046, 1119, and then if you want 2305, put those levels on your chart and keep an eye on them as the market continues higher, assuming it does continue higher. Those levels will come into play and you'll see the market react around those levels. All right, guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching this video. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and consider doing so. Thumbs up, leave some comments, share this video with some friends, some like-minded investors, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Be careful out there. A lot of volatility in the markets, and hopefully you are making some good money here in Asia Broadband. Has won 70-some% rally off the bottom. Take care.